Hey everyone, so I'm here today with part 2 of my potty training video of how we potty trained Eva. So I'll probably turn this kind of like into a series of potty training tips, because of course eventually we'll be potty training Mila as well, and then when we have our third baby we'll be potty training he or she. So these are the tools that we used, things we used to help us be successful with potty training, things I think that really helped a lot. And you know, we also have some things that maybe I would say kind of like take a pass on, but they definitely may help you. Maybe they didn't help me that much, but they will help some people, I'm sure. So one of the number one things is not something you're necessarily going to use right away, but eventually you'll be using, is one of these potty seats that just sits right on your regular toilet seat. So, you know, of course they don't fall in. And it's a nice like soft seat, and it's easy for them to just put it on and off. And one thing that this one came with, which I definitely recommend either getting one that comes with this or buying one of these, it's called the Potty hook. And it's a little hook that it hooks onto your water tank under the top little piece on your toilet, and then you can just hook this onto the side of your toilet. So it's always there and convenient for whenever, you know, your child needs to go. Then next, excuse my reach. One thing that we did when we potty trained Eva was we had little potties all over the house at first. It wasn't because we wanted to encourage her to go to the potty all over the house, but it was because we wanted the potties there as a reminder, to remind her to go to the potty. You know, she never used these potties, but I'd see her look at the potty and then it's like, oh, you know, maybe I need to go pee, and then she would go and try to go pee on her potty, like her favorite potty, or go on the big toilet. So these were great. They were really inexpensive. I bought them at IKEA. They were $1.99 each on clearance, and I think regularly they were like $3. But they were excellent reminders, and we let her like stick stickers on them and, you know, whatever to make it fun. So I definitely recommend, you know, having some potties or something around to remind your child to go to the potty. Then one of the most important things is a good potty. This is the potty that we have. This is kind of like a fancy one, you know, that they can flush, and a little toilet roll can go here, which isn't a good idea because we ended up having toilet paper all over the place. And there is a little container that sits in here, but it's upstairs. But anyway, this will give you the idea. This is the potty we used. It was great. When she peed in the potty, it made a sound. So when she was sitting on the potty for a while, I would know when she peed. And she would get excited when she heard the little sound go off and the cheering. I'm not sure that, I think the battery may be out, but yeah, it worked great. She didn't use it for as long as I thought she would. She used it maybe for a month. And then she was 100% using the big potty. But definitely it was great. It was a great tool. It was also great to have one that has a lid, just to teach her that you have to lift the lid. And also we taught her, you know, with this, it has like a separate little dish that goes inside of it where the pee goes in, so you can just dump that out and rinse that off and stick it back in the potty. It taught her, I felt, to know where to put the pee and where the pee is supposed to go. So after she was done peeing, after a couple of weeks, she would take the piece out herself and she would dump her pee in the toilet, and she would rinse it out and put it back in. So definitely recommend a potty like this, because I think this one was really good. We got this one at Toys R Us, but I think they sell it at Walmart as well. One thing I didn't mention was the potty seat I showed you first. That was also bought at Walmart. So the next thing is to have some treats. I think it's good to have a treat container that's clear so they can see the treats inside. And then of course explaining to them that when they go to the bathroom, if they go pee, they get to have a treat, and if they go poop, they get to have a treat. I know that some people think that's kind of like bribery or whatever, but I don't think that it is. I think it's like positive reinforcement. Like if you do something good, then you get something nice. You get a treat because you're doing something good. Maybe not let it go on for too long. Like we let it go on for about, I guess 2 or 3 weeks. We didn't use a candy like this, but this is just something I could recommend. We just used a clear jar that had jelly beans in it. She had a little jelly bean every time she went, and that really helped. And she definitely knew she was going to get that jelly bean after, because the little hand would come out. So I think that that works really well. And if you're against giving a candy, then maybe having something like a sticker chart. You know, every time they go pee or they go poop, they get a sticker and they get to put it on the chart. And maybe, you know, when they have so many stickers, they get to have a big prize. And we did tell Eva that, you know, once Eva had learned to use the potty and was good with using the potty and was making all of her pees and her poops in the potty, that we would go out and buy her something special, and that's what we did. The next thing I could recommend is this book here. It's called The Potty Book for Girls, and it's by Alyssa Satin Capucilli. And this is the book. And it basically just talks about this little girl and that she's excited to use the potty because there's no more diapers and she's a big girl now and all that. It's a really cute book. It's pretty simple. It's not complicated in any way. The illustrations are really cute, and I think it definitely helps. And it was good just to read to Eva while we were potty training her, just so she could see that other little girls get potty trained too. And then another thing, of course, is pull-ups. I tried many different kinds of pull-ups, many different brands, and I am 100% a Pampers fan, but I really like the Huggies pull-ups, especially because they can also be ripped off on the side. And just because I feel like they're easier for them to pull on and off. I feel like the pull-ups just seem to be, if I got her the size that should be her size, they seem too tight and too hard to pull up and down. And if I got her the kind that were the next size up, then they were too big and then they were loose, and there was loose around the leg hole. So these are definitely my favorite. I think getting ones with the cute cartoons on the front is great too, because of course, you know, if it's something they like, then they're probably more likely to wear it. And then next, I would suggest getting lots of little cotton panties. You know, cute ones with their favorite character. These are like little Elmo ones, and these have little monkeys on. I have bought lots of different kinds of panties for Eva, and some of them I found that she had a really hard time getting on and off. So I would definitely say maybe when they're first potty training, buying panties that are the next size up, so maybe they're slightly too big for them, just because it'll be easier for them to pull up and down, because they don't necessarily, you know, at first with Eva, she didn't really allow herself very much time to pull her panties up and down. And these ones stretch really well and around the leg holes as well, so they're easy to get on and off. These are a Sesame Street brand, and this is by a brand called Little Vicky's. And I got these ones, Sesame Street ones, I think I bought at Sears. And then these ones I bought at Winners, and they sell them at Marshall's too if you're in the US. And yeah, so that's pretty much the only other thing I have to suggest to you is one of the travel potty seats. We have one, but I can't find it right now, otherwise I would show you. But definitely look into getting one of those, because it's good for, you know, when you're out and about and you need to do a quick stop to the potty. And the potty book as well, I'm pretty sure you can purchase it online, but again, I purchased it at Marshall's. So I hope that these tips and tricks and my experience will help you. If you have any questions for me, please put them below, and I will be happy to answer them either in a Q&A video, or I'll just, you know, type you a little message back as a reply. So thanks so much for watching.